ClassicGameRoom.com.
Bonjour, welcome to Classic Game Room. This is Tomb Raider The Prophecy, compatible with Game Boy Advance. Compatible with Game Boy Color and Game Boy. No. It's time to impale, squash, flatten, and burn everyone's favorite explorer, Lara Croft. Lara Croft. People always say, you Americans can't pronounce her name right, and to that I respond, we can't pronounce anything right. Hell, we took the H right off of herbs. So how about this? I'll just call her Shorty McShortshorts, who embarks on another adventure in Tomb Raider The Prophecy for the Game Boy Advance, released in 2002. A fun little adventure game starring Ms. Shortshorts herself. There's a lot of terrific Game Boy Advance releases, but frequently when these big budget titles made their way onto the GBA, they would end up as sad, truncated little portable versions of a much larger game. Well, this one is actually pretty good and doesn't try to do too much. It's not as big as the bigger Tomb Raider games, but it doesn't need to be either. It's a fun little portable game where the focus is on puzzle-solving adventure and the frequent squashing of Ms. Shortshorts. While Tomb Raider The Prophecy is not a terribly complex game, it is lengthy and has a password system, so when you are squashed, impaled, eaten, or set on fire, you can continue your game at a later date. What you'll be doing most of the time is running around in your short shorts, even when it's super cold outside, pushing buttons, lowering spikes, shooting wolves, and eventually confronting the bad guys from Rolling Thunder. Oh, Lara, you have such a one-track mind, always focusing on adventure and plundering. What? I always wondered where the Rolling Thunder bad guys went. Now I know. They're in Tomb Raider. And you've got to stop them before they unleash the apocalypse or something. The only thing standing between humankind and annihilation is one pair of short shorts. Why is everyone always trying to light her on fire? While there's some action and shooting, most of the time you're playing Tomb Raider The Prophecy will be spent adventuring. Climbing ledges, pushing buttons, and trying not to get impaled. Or mangled. It's going to happen frequently, and while the game looks good enough for a GBA release, it is often difficult to tell where the edge of things are. At least before you run off of them and fall to your doom or get impaled on giant spikes, which are everywhere. As are the fire death traps, so yes, pay attention. And enjoy getting lit on fire time and time again. Some Chex Mix sounds good right about now. Where do they come up with their passwords? Tomb Raider The Prophecy plays well enough on the Game Boy Advance with predictable, decent controls, and it's a good game for what it is. Don't expect one of the giant Tomb Raider adventures or the new 2013 Tomb Raider. It's a portable game, good for an adventure on the go. Play it on the bus, the train, while raiding tombs being eaten by wolves. It's actually pretty fun and liberating to jump in such short shorts. So a big thanks to my friend Milan from the Netherlands. Hopefully I pronounced your name right. And your country as well. So thanks again to Milan. It's Tomb Raider, The Prophecy. Maybe instead of short shorts, she should invest in Kevlar body armor because, well, she seems to get impaled frequently. Tomb Raider.